Now there are many things that affects a business. The name of the business, your birth date, when you start a business, it will tell you whether the business is going to go down or up according to the day you open the business. The address of the business determines the business. So all of these things are very important because why? Because you want to balance everything with the universe, the air, the water, the space, the light, the Ganesh, the Saraswati, the Lakshmi and everything. Okay? So you want to balance your life, right? So if you start saying in the number 9 year, I want to get married, you know you're going to get into trouble. Because you're going to get married and you're going to have more problems. So you have to understand when to apply the code. Applying the code is very important. So I'm going to ask a few of you here to say how you're applying the code. Is anybody here would say they have a boring life? Truthfully. Anybody have a boring life?
What do you consider boring?
Means that you're bored, you don't know what to do. You have a boring life, Maria?
Far from boring.
Okay. Because it means if you have a boring life, you don't know life code. You're not applying life code. Because life code is, when you apply it, life becomes very exciting. Keeps you busy. On top of your life, you become very excited what's going to happen next. So, Kajal, would you tell me now, face them a little bit, and tell me how you apply life code to your life?
Can I sit here or do I have to go up here?
When you face them.
Okay. Ways that I've applied the life code to my life is to do my meditation in the mornings. I also teach it to my children. Over the summer, that's what we were doing most of the time in the mornings before breakfast. They know some of the mantras by heart. They also pray.
Okay, that's prayer.
Yes.
I want to know how you apply the numbers.
How I apply the numbers on
Because 9, for example, 9 plus 4,
equals
4. That means hard working.
yes. I guess I've been applying it for so long, I have like this sense, and when I know that I'm gonna feel frustrated, like some morning I get up and I'm like, okay, I'm not feeling the way I used to feel, I automatically check the days. Sometimes I lose track of the days, and I check the days, and if I have to listen to my mantras on a 6th day or on a 9th day.
If it's a negative day, then
Yes.
you listen to your prayers more.
Right, a lot more. In my
Okay.
car, they're all over the place on my computer. And say if the kids are having a bad day, I also help them, and it helps me interact with them better.
Okay, so you will know when your kid is having a bad day.
Yes.
You'll know when it is running a
Yes,
negative
if
day.
she comes home crying or he's upset with her, and I know how to maneuver or stay away from her today. Tomorrow's going to be a better day. I advise them in a better way instead of yelling and screaming and
Right.
frustrating myself.
Right, because if your kid is running a negative day, you want to stay calm because you don't want to get angry at the kid because the kid is running a negative day.
Right.
So you'll wait until the positive day before you scold them
Right. I don't
more.
want to penalize them for something they have no control of.
Right. Right.
Basically. And, certain things, if I know I'm having a 6 or a 9 day, I also, what I do is drive a lot, don't drive too much. I don't
Right, or be more careful that
be
day.
more
if they're negative.
cautious with phone calls even. If I know I'm feeling frustrated, sometimes I don't answer the phone because I don't want the other person to, I don't want to say the wrong thing
Right.
on a bad day. So I apply it every day, every single day, every single morning.
If you're buying a house,
Well, I bought my house.
no, if you were to buy, if you were going to invest in a house right now,
If I were to invest in a house, the first thing I would do is check the numbers, make sure the doors are east-west, and also,
east-west is important.
yes, and also the first thing I would also do, the purchase date, I would have to consult you on.
Now, the first thing you have to do is check the number of that.
Yes, because I try to do my homework first and I call you, because I know you're a busy man.
Yeah, so you apply the number to the house, you're 9 to the house. If it comes out to a 9, you're going to buy the house.
Yeah, me and everyone else that lives in my family. Like,
So you'll check everybody's birthday.
everybody's birthday to make sure it comes out positive. And through your books, I find myself going back to your books a lot of times.
You use the book like a handbook.
I have the Lifecode, and I'm actually looking to buy the second edition. I didn't have the second edition out, but I've already had it out for a while.
Yeah, for a while.
Probably. So I have the first edition.
The
and-
second edition helps the kids more.
Really?
Just make it more simple for the kids.
I'm ready to upgrade.
Okay.
So it's basically like my Bible, like my guidance, and I feel like if I don't have these material to go by, because sometimes I do forget, I am a busy mom, you know, I go to school and things like that too, so a lot of times I forget, and, you know, like I said, it's more of a sense now because I've been practicing.
And if you
so
and your husband
long.
fighting that day, what would you do?
I zip it.
That's a negative day.
On a negative day.
If he's
I
running a
zip
negative
it.
day.
If he's running a negative day, I try to like stay quiet and I'll tackle it on the next day, but if I know he's running a positive day, I let him have it.
Yes. Let him have it. Okay. Thank you. Pleasure. Okay. We'll get Angela to share some of how she applies the Lifecode to her life.
Okay. Basically, what I do is I'm trying to focus every moment because life code is in every second. So you have to focus in where you are, how you are, with who are you talking.
Take the mic. Take the mic. Take the mic. Take the mic.
Mike.
This one.
I'm not forgetting.
Okay. So it's what I do. Actually, I don't do the same day. I do the day before. Okay, I check everything every moment. So I try to be focused.
You check your numbers the day before.
The day before.
Yes. So you know ahead of time what
Ahead of
number you're going to
time.
run the next day.
Exactly. So after that, of course, every morning I do my meditation and everything, and I make sure that my son, obviously, everything related. Actually, I am the center. I have to make sure everything around me. So I have to know the code of everything around
You have to
me.
you know the code of what's going to happen.
Exactly. So every time so I make sure what place I am, because of course you have to find the reason why you are there. So you have to be careful. I think a life goal is what you say, keep me busy. And I say to the people that it's the best formula to avoid gossip, criticism, and be more involved in others' problems, others' things. It's better to be focusing on what happened to you.
Okay,
It's the only way to solve the problem.
Let me see if you've been doing your homework in Lifecode.
Okay.
Did you check Miguel's classroom? What number is Miguel's classroom?
Oh, very interesting. It's 222. It's
Okay,
6.
okay, right. So you check Miguel's classroom, you check your children's classroom number. That means he's going to do very well because it makes an 8 with him.
with him.
So he'll become more responsible in that classroom, right? Now let me ask you another question. Did you did Miguel check the number of the school when he's attending?
Yes, it's number 2.
Number 2. So he's a number 2, so the school is
It's
good.
4.
Okay. Did he check the teacher that's giving him a problem? Did he check the teacher's birthday?
Last year we did. This year we haven't do it. No, I have already.
Have you done that, Miguel? Have you been checking the numbers?
Actually, you know what I do, Swami? Every time, because Miguel and me, we talk every day. Since I pick up him from the school, I forget about cell phone and everything, and I start to talk to him.
About their numbers?
Yes. So when he has some trouble with some classmates, he has a homework all the time. Make sure the birthday.
Yes.
So I will know.
First thing you have to check is the birthday.
Yes, Miguel knows, right, Miguel? So he does. Mommy, the birthday of, of.
Okay. And then when you're buying a car or when you're meeting somebody, you're going to meet somebody, and you check the person's number, of course, to make sure, and you check to see if the person is having a good day,
Yes.
right?
Immediately.
Right. So if you're going to do a business transaction and you want to know if you're going to be able to be successful in the business life, you check the date. If it's a negative date, don't do it. Same thing with job interview and everything. It's very important to check the date that you're
And
doing
a
the
good
job.
thing to do on a negative day also is don't have expectation. So just accept things.
Accept everything on a 9 day, on a 9 or 6 day too. In other words, if somebody slap you, you have to wait
Right.
for the next day. Because that's how to handle negative things.
Mhm. But
Right,
I
don't-
have a ticket in my number 6 month.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but I also.
You accept it.
Yes, I accepted.
Yeah.
It was 6.
That means something good is going to come to you soon.
Yes, but I also sold my business in number 6 month. See?
Right.
Behind the back.
And this is important because this is how we have to treat suffering. If you are suffering, right, that means that if you accept the suffering on a 9 day, 2 days later you're going to actually get a benefit from it. But if you fight the suffering on a 9 day, you're going to get more suffering on it 2 days later. That's how it works. So if you know that somebody insulted you and you're running a 9 day, say, okay, yes, I agree with you. I accept everything. Next, then wait until 2 days later. Right? Then you don't get a benefit of it. So that's important on a number and so on.
Yes.
Right? Gustavo, how are you doing on your numbers?
No, I'm doing okay.
No,
No,
you-
I can't go
You
there.
can, give him the microphone.
I haven't applied. I'm not too much into it. I have to learn more.
Right, you have to use it, you're not using the numbers.
No, I'm not using them.
So,
I only use the numbers like the house, and so on, but not too much. I just go by the
Okay.
life goal,
okay.
but
So,
not using the numbers.
okay, so that's costing you a lot of money, you know that.
Yeah.
You're losing a lot.
Now that I hear you,
Yes, you're losing a lot of money
I have to concentrate.
because you're not applying. Because the day for the business, like you're in business. So when you go into business, you check the day, make sure that it's a positive day. If you're going to do some business or something, you're going to. Now, if you buy furniture and you buy it from the wholesaler, right? If the furniture arrives on a 6th day, your 6th day, it's going to take a longer time to sell. Okay? If the furniture arrives on an 8th day, guess what's going to happen? You're going to sell like that. Make money, you're going to sell the furniture quick. So if you order furniture on a 6 month, it will take 3 months to 4 months to sell. If you order it on an 8 month, you will sell it the next month. Okay?
Interesting.
Very interesting. And that's why we need to really, I'm very disappointed that you're not applying Lifecode. And I'm not going to be here every Sunday preaching. I'm not a preacher. I'm a teacher. And if I teach you, you're supposed to get rich. You're supposed to be happy. You're supposed to do more better in your business, more better in your life. Right? Changing the name alone is not going to help you. Your attitude, how you apply it to your life. Now, my kids are the best users of this knowledge, I'm telling you. When they were young, like Miguel or him, they checked the classroom. Dad, the classroom is number 9. What should I do? They checked the teacher. I told you, my daughter at 7 years old told the teacher she's going to have a divorce. And the teacher was shocked.
Loressa or Luana?
Luana.
Uh-huh.
And my kids apply these numbers so precisely to their life. And when the teacher heard about that divorce, she was surprised. Well, how would a kid know that I'm getting a divorce? And she called me and I said, I'm an astrologer, you know. She became a client. So the idea is that it's so wonderful if you can apply this course. I don't want you to come here and listen to any kind of preaching. I want you to come here to learn how to make your life different.